In 2012, Hurricane Sandy hit New York with a 4.2-meter storm surge, flooding 37% of Lower Manhattan, paralyzing the financial district, shutting down the subway for over a week, and causing $19 billion in direct losses. The disaster exposed a critical weakness in the area's flood control. Traditional vertical walls are inadequate against complex climate risks. More concerning, climate models predict that by 2050, sea levels may rise 75 centimeters and century-level storms may become 3 times more frequent, putting 200,000 residents and 21,000 businesses in Lower Manhattan at serious risk. Lower Manhattan, bordered by water on 3 sides where the East and Hudson rivers meet, forms a low-lying zone vulnerable to flooding. Traditional linear flood walls cannot effectively protect its irregular coastline. To address this, New York City launched the Reconstruction and Resilience Design Competition in 2013, resulting in a U-shaped redevelopment plan divided into 3 sections, C1, C3. C1 stretches from 23rd Street to Montgomery Street, using a 15-foot undulating embankment and terrain elevation to create a graded flood zone. C2, between the Brooklyn and Manhattan bridges, features connected benches that can rise within 30 seconds to form a 4-foot flood barrier, doubling as public seating. C3, from the Brooklyn Bridge to Battery Park, integrates flood control with culture by embedding an aquarium into the embankment. The $20 billion Stronger and More Resilient New York Act links project funding to real estate development returns, allocating 83% of land rent income to park maintenance to resolve long-term funding challenges. Unexpectedly, the Manhattan Water Conservancy project, originally designed solely for flood control, has become a dynamic urban landmark through the concept of infrastructure as landscape. The C1 section's undulating berm now serves as a waterfront viewing platform, skate park, and cantilevered art gallery, turning the flood wall into a civic aesthetic space. In C2, the flood control benches near the Brooklyn Bridge double as markets and skate parks when not raised, blending invisible defense with community life. C3's aquarium embeds flood water level lines into its glass curtain walls, transforming climate warnings into immersive tourist exhibits. This U-shaped flood barrier can now resist 4.2-meter storm surges and attracts 57.2 million tourists annually, with nearby commercial rents rising 22%. A full transformation from utility to urban landscape. The best flood wall is the one people are willing to touch, use, and protect. Manhattan's U-shaped flood barrier is a symphony of urban resilience, blending engineering with human warmth. It shows that infrastructure can serve as disaster defense, economic driver, and social connector. As the tide recedes, the smiles on the embankment quietly mark a new chapter in human-nature coexistence.